Welcome to Third Eye and Truth. This is a space for clarity, grounded spirituality, and real conversations about growth without illusion, fear, and without pretending we have everything figured out. I started this podcast during a season of quiet, not the peaceful kind at first, obviously, but the kind where things fall away, answers don't come, and you're left sitting with yourself longer than you expected. There was a time when everything in my life felt unclear and chaotic. Connections changed, priorities shifted, and what used to make sense didn't anymore. And at first, I thought something was wrong with me. But what I didn't realize then was that nothing was breaking. Something was being revealed. When life gets quiet, it takes away every distraction. And without every distraction, you start seeing what you've been avoiding. You notice where you've been forcing things, where you've been holding on longer than you should, where you've been abandoning yourself just to stay connected. The falling apart wasn't punishment, it was clarity. Because when things fall away that aren't aligned, you're left with what's real. And that process can feel lonely and sometimes sad. Growth often does, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're no longer vibrating at the same frequency as everything and everyone around you. Silence has a way of showing you who you are without outside noise. It teaches you discernment, it teaches you patience, and eventually it teaches you trust. Trust in your intuition, trust in your timing, trust that not everything that ends was meant to last. If you're in a season where things feel unfamiliar, disconnected, or quiet, I want you to know something. You're not lost, you're just seeing clearly for the first time. Nothing ended to punish you, it ended to return you to yourself. And this podcast exists for that reason, to talk honestly about growth, to name what people feel but don't always have words for, to remind you that clarity doesn't always come loudly. Sometimes it arrives through endings. If this episode resonates with you, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And if things are falling away right now, let them. What's aligned will stay. This is Third Eye and Truth, and you're not behind, you're right on time.